Most people think GPT is a deity, an untouchable trillion-dollar black box buried in a server farm, a mystery of sorts. And then there's Andrej Karpathy, OpenAI founding member, Tesla autopilot architect, the guy who coined vibe coding, by the way. Developers worship him, and why not? And he just pulled back the curtains on a file that shattered the illusion. He basically said, relax, here is GPT, 243 lines, pure Python. No PyTorch, no NumPy, no massive libraries hiding the wiring. He calls it micro GPT. But as we all know by now that LLMs aren't mystical anymore. They're just engineering. Before we get into, shredding this apart, what I want you to do, and do this very carefully, slam that like button, subscribe, because the conversation is moving fast and changing very rapidly. Karpathy just stripped down the mystery down to its bone. He released a single tiny Python file that runs the entire core of a GPT model. No bloat, no complex libraries, just the raw mechanics from start to finish. It showcases a move which proves that the tech dominating the world can actually fit into a few hundred lines of code. Tokenization, embeddings, attention, normalization, loss, gradients, optimization, sampling. You know what? It is all there. And he cut to the chase. This is the full algorithmic content. Everything else is just efficiency, end quote. The developers are losing their minds over this, and why not? Why? Because micro GPT strips a transformer down to first principles. It's actually the read it in one sitting moment. It uses a very tiny autograd engine that shows you how gradients happen. It uses the Adam optimizer that shows you how it learns. It uses RMS norm, residual connections, autoregressive sampling. It's actually the KNRC programming language book for the AI era. It isn't easy. It's actually clean. It's built from basic math operations. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the point. Now, of course, comes the uncomfortable truth, as there always is. If the trillion-dollar algorithm fits in 243 lines, then the advantage is not who knows transformers. Everyone knows transformers. The game has actually changed, bringing us to the new advantage, which is who can scale it, who has the energy contracts, the proprietary data loops, and crucially, who ships the best agent workflows. This explains Karpathy's change in direction. He moved from vibe coding to agentic engineering. MicroGPT isn't trying to kill GPT-5. That would be missing the point altogether. On the other hand, it is doing something far more dangerous. It is actually making the foundation legible. When something is legible, as we all know, it becomes teachable, reproducible, commoditized. And if you're a developer, this is power. But if you're selling the AI wizardry, I think you might need to start panicking a little bit. And Karpathy is walking the talk. While he teaches the internet how GPT works, he's making moves as an investor as well. A startup called Simile, which has raised $100 million. And Karpathy is in. What do? They predict human behavior. They predict the questions people ask on earnings calls. So the race now is about agents, infrastructure, and energy. Who can turn intelligence into outcomes? That's the battle. 243 lines, and suddenly the future looks a lot less magical and a lot more competitive, mind you. Tell us, what is your take? Is the magic gone, or is this just the beginning? Please do let us know on front page. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe. And always remember, think AI, think AIM.